The white man today will tell you that thousands of years ago, the black man in Africa was living in Palestine. The black man in Africa was wearing...
As we raise for a new day, give praise and acknowledge. The sun rays lift my black skin, turn solidly, absorbing the natural energy. Like the cocoa and yam crop flourish abundantly, like it was meant to be. Eating jelly plum until my gums are numb. But my brothers are still young, guess I should pick them some. I gotta share, but a shine without a bruise or blemish. Who would've known we would encounter a fate so hellish? Our strength is unprecedented from here to Kemet. Driven by righteous incentives, we innovative and inventive. My father does metalwork, fire, mold, metal, goldsmith. Warrior tribe will survive if we stay close-knit. We lived our lives through good vibes until the wicked man that lied arrived. Offering bribes, waving guns and knives. They came from an ignorant nation, lacking pigmentation. Do you remember conversation or this confrontation?
The man in Africa had mastered the arts and the sciences. He knew the course of the stars in the universe before the man up in Europe knew that the earth wasn't flat. Then if the black man in Africa had reached such a high state of civilization so long ago, at a time when the people of Europe were crawling on their own fours.
One of us taking me dead for nothing. Slave ship packed to the back, men in the fam stack, raving and fussing. Rave rant cussing out of when there's something in my last part, my regiment, the map is disgusting. Right now, I would love a man moving in this space. I'm losing my mind, I need space. Vomit and fish, stress up in the place, it was sickness. Gotta beg you reach, make haste. While we lie down, some cries die down. I do anything to see my village with my eyes now. Good grief for them mama shriek. It's like it's a bad something we ain't ready to see. And nothing this deep since Moses led the Israelites out Egypt into the great Red Sea. I'm saying, deep down these are the works of a sinister gender. Wicked splendor, do you remember?
And to make these people, or enable these people to come out of the cave and come down into our civilization and take it over and hitch up to the cloud. What happened? How did they do it? These are the things you should want to find out before you say hooray, hooray, hooray. Is that right or wrong?
I'm sitting on a branch of my mango tree, sucking a Julie. Saw a ship and tucking my jewelry. They moored the boat off the shore, it kinda moved me. This is the Mississippi River, not a slave movie. People looking like me, chain, ankle, and wrist. Paleo lift, hit my bros and sis with whips. Not knowing better, thought I can't let this slide. Suddenly something that flew started burning my eyes. Kicks to my ribs, burning my sides. Plus no one knows that I'm gone. Birds sing a sorrowful song. Soon I'm shackled with them, and the horror goes on. Walking for miles, winter weather burning my corns. Destination unknown, many died, those kept alive became property of the enemy tribes. Should I take my life? I couldn't decide. From master to a prisoner at the blink of an eye. Why?
How could so few white people rule so many black people? This is the thing you should want to know.
In the spirit of a prophet in Islam, we study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish, Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. No, it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of this savannah, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Moved out the rough edges, eliminate the arms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, take it back. Quam with that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. Now I'm impressed, the vibration sound is on. It's on.
Don't give it away. Yo, Mars don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Get me to stay. Great masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This love don't give me the bread. Yo, Mars don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times I'll try and break you? Try to guide a great clue. Struggle size HU. A mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state troops while plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that latitude, that's HB number 2. And keep my name out your mouth unless it's about to spread my youth. What to come up with the money that you run up when this chrome game turn up in my young gods aim and shoot.
We do it in the spirit of a prophet in Islam. We study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish, Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. No, it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of this savannah, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Move out the rough edges, eliminate the harms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, taking back Guam. With that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. Now I'm impressed, the vibration sound is on. It's on.
Don't give it away. Yo, Mars don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great gift to stay. Great masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' give me the bread. Yo, Mars don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times I'll try and break you? Try to guide a great clue. Struggle size 8 you. A mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state truth while plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that latitude, that's HB number 2. And keep my name out your mouth unless it's about to spread my youth. What to come up with the money that you run up when this chrome game turn up in my young gods aim and shoot. With your lame excuse, no, I never that. This a full force sound system, level that. Yo, you only talking fiat where your level's at. This is God body, show me where the devil at. I'll let you read what this life about. We the lawmakers, architects, and still they doubt. We keep it factual with math and science practical. They love to hate the natural. Pain with the gain, no clout. A little fame couldn't stray, I remain on route. I move mountains, earthquakes on speakers. Something off the counting these occurrences, they speechless. For the world, I'm the teacher. I'm sure like the beaches, keeping everything du jour. I'm the one with the features that they envy. We the reason that they seek us to take us out every season. So, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the stay. Create the masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Why am I in this?
Good. Good. Goddess outstanding, keeps order, she de jour. I thought Orisha Omega deity, she a more. Amongst the elite, but relate to the core. She command the fleet first to step on the shore. Snooze never sleep, won't hear me snore.
Hey yo, play me once, you'll never snake me twice. Break this smoke, you never save my life. Never rolling with that piece, so respect my life. Respect my life, yo. Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the stay. Create the masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Respect my life. 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 Never. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Hey. You know the PM studio, man. 7998 Premier Road. Go with it. Hello. Buenas noches. Why did I go to the end of the song for real?
I hear you running your mouth, talking about how you the best out, like I went south, like I ain't standing here with my chest out, poking my bubble vest out. Know how many years rappers been stressed out, trying to write the kind of rhymes that I left out of a song. You rap cowards are more on the day that Yahweh is gone. While I'm alive, y'all won't give me my flowers, cause I'm a thorn in your side. That's alright, I'ma keep poking. The beast woke in the middle of the night, sheet soaking with teeth broken. That's cause I took a bite out my dreams, hoping it never stops. I only see L's at 3 o'clock when I peek at my watch. Laugh at these lists that I ain't on, I should be at the top. And that's as clear as air, so I'm near if you see me or not. I remember not having gas inside the hoop, so I added the coupe, and the pickup got a panoramic roof. The chain dangles, A angle looking like a kaleidoscope, shining so the finest hoes is eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I hear y'all running your mouth, speaking colored and stateless. I'm protected by ancients, black obsidian bracelets. Moorish music, my playlist. No need for Moroccan states. Moorish empire is what my estate is. Stand on my square, upside down 5-point star in a circle. My prophet universal, yours playing commercial. Lion claim a continent, an island called Turtle. Too many trusted patriarchs and abandoned maternal. Blacks let alphabet groups steal their civil rights. Black sellouts take death oaths and sacrificial rites. White man is the devil. They never killed a cracker. Moors are all pheasant turbans. Y'all are all cappers. Hip-hop raised me. No man purse, still backpackers. Nationality, days order. No black banners. Y'all dissing Moors but support conscious peddles and scammers. Nico Ortiz and Chic, all MCs, no whack rappers.
Yo, they stay running their mouth, but I don't hear them though. Your style old, 365, bro, that's a year ago. You want the crown? You a bit too late. The kid go off the top like a slip toupee. While your album on the shelf, cause the shit too fake. You like Slim B and Charlie try to emulate the game wide open. Cause the competition's still stiff. I am legend, my shit slaps sorta like Will Smith. You love to hate, your originates as a fan. It's why we see deep down you're ambiguous as a man. Conspicuous with your plan, we witness it as it pan. Feathers up, time to stand as indigenous of the land. When this first drop, you probably won't be rapping as much. I don't need help, I hold my own like grabbing my nuts. Into the meme scholarship, I ain't feeling it much. Come to Peace Pipe TV to get your interview up. Let's go.
Ominous overtones, picking over the bones, reciting Andromeda's poem. Memory overload, the longer the thought, the shorter the memory hold. Was told by Bush, all about a Novus Order Seclorum. Remember the storm, how tender the form, losing your sense of decorum. Once again the pressure is on. Dimensions were formed at the end of the storm, tempting fate with flesh, taking steps back and forth. Ethereal highways plagued by birds of prey. Intrigue and scurrilous cunning find a way to be difficult, and just a few feet below there lies another road where evil grows. Thought to be a pinnacle where schemers walk and players play. With traitorous grins, the culprits lay in the midday sultry sunbones bleach away. That's okay, prophet knows where I'm at along the roadway.
A few feet below is another road where schemers walk, where traitors grin and culprits bask in the sun. They think they are on the same road with true Moors, but the Moors are high above on a pinnacle where they might view the destructionists as they fall for the last time and their bones bleach in the sultry midday sun.
When a soul eater is summoned, someone conjured. Be a master of a cult or be conquered. Demons all around you when lower self is active. Wisdom is the shield so souls won't be captives. Jabberwockies are dragons, not a group of dancers. Battle lower self with energy transfer enhances.
Ominous overtones, picking over the bones, reciting Andromeda's poem. Memory overload, the longer the thought, the shorter the memory hold. was told by Bush, all about a novus order seclorum. Remember the storm, how tender the form, losing your sense of decorum. Once again the pressure is on. Dimensions were formed at the end of this thorn, tempting fate with flesh, taking steps back and forth. Ethereal highways plagued by birds of prey, intrigue and scurrilous cunning find a way to be difficult. And just a few feet below there lies another road where evil grows, thought to be a pinnacle where schemers walk and players play with traitorous grins. The culprits lay in the midday sultry sunbones bleach away. That's okay, prophet knows where I'm at along the roadway.
A few feet below is another road where schemers walk, where traitors grin and culprits bask in the sun. They think they are on the same road with true Moors, but the Moors are high above on a pinnacle where they might view the destructionists as they fall for the last time and their bones bleach in the sultry midday sun.
When a soul eater is summoned, someone conjure. Be a master of a cult or be conquered. Demons all around you when lower self is active. Wisdom is the shield so souls won't be captives. Jabberwockies are dragons, not a group of dancers. Battle lower self with energy transfer enhances. Every foe has handlers. Use protection candles. Trust intuitive visions and lions' dens like Daniel's. True Ali the mastermind, study his manual page to page. Keep scavengers in a state of rage. Throw them off course or press them in the full court. You can't stop scavengers making signs of the cross. Goblins want your soul too, for them it's soul food. Keep you in a low mood and make you pose nude. Shaking your hips and ass, being a harlot. Revelation beast bitch with face of mascara. Sons thinking they sexy, twerking and grinding. Innocence destroyed, getting molested by Biden. Or get set off course, mess with a siren. Do well under pressure, become a diamond.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got Shake.
Here we go. Raka! North Star! That way. The North Star's that way. Canaanland moves. Read off pay every day. Okay. Uplift the V cause we all base. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before and still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more ways. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle sevens first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. You clear 13 disrespected earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No, but Drew, X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jerry Spruce, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government, you know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? No sense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmec features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty Moors and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way.
Raka! North Star! That way. The North Star's that way. Canaanland moves. Read Read off, we pay every day. Uplift the V, cause we all base. We enforce the law, and we obey. Forefathers from before is still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more rays. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle 7s first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. You clear 13 disrespected earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No, but Drew X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jerry Spruce, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government, you know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? It makes no sense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmec features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty mortals and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point. Spirit messages never off. Inner realizations, encounter the higher selves. Next plane existence explains my consistence. Without a foe, you never know, so paths most resistant. Divinity, my twin flame, side chick and mistress. Metaphysic, Kabbalistic, Almaroc mystic, patriarch, papistics, make my thoughts sadistic, so indigenous. Call me Americanistic, invoking the ancestors. Cyrus and cryptic, suns on rotation, flows ecliptic, shatter all illusions, reveal the realistic. Sitting in the dark, holding the light marvelous. Recognize the artifice, skin so carbonous, hair so antenna. I feel them from Vienna, myriad of virtues, lessons in reptilian henna. Enlightenment seekers won't find it in mainstream. Focus as a laser, stay balanced like a beam. Not even a gymnast. Whenever I flip this, as above, so below. Get out when within this. Don't think I'm a slave, cause I speak in English. Drew, I'll leave the water, watch your flames get extinguished. Living in your higher, lower self is relinquished. Reputation of master teachers, call it distinguished.
Islam Moors, happy holy day to all Moors worldwide. Honors to you. Happy Moorish American History Month, day 21. I'm not going to be here too long, but somebody sent an email. I didn't want to wait till Wednesday, since it's holy day and all. They're asked, question 64 of the 101s. I looked up each definition in unabridged dictionary. I don't understand why the answer reads, those names are given to the descendants. All those names are the names given to the one who caused the fall of God's grace, but the descendants were given as God's grace. Who would be the ones that speak the 5 names. Yaqub of parables. So Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, this is a divine and national movement. This is a divine and national movement. That's what Noble Drew Ali told the Moors. This is a divine and national movement. And he gave Moors literature for them to go study so you can know yourself. One of those literatures is the 101 questionnaire for Moorish Americans. So this is where the question 64 thing is coming from. Right? And keep in mind, this is Noble Drew Ali 1920s. This is before Nation of Islam with their supreme lessons with the question and answer. This is before them. And this is before the Nation of Gods on Earth with supreme alphabet and all that stuff. And then them having lessons that you get the question and the answer. All that stuff is Drew Ali's template. Just so you're clear. You don't think this is some new thing that we're talking about. Noble Drew Ali is the foundation of it all. I don't care what school of thought whoever's bringing or saying they're part of or whatever. If they're not talking about nationality and birthrights, whatever they're talking about, don't even waste your time. So in the 101 questionnaire, there's 101 questions. And then you get the answer too. So, when we look at the oral statements and Drew Ali said he took away all the secrets, yeah, he took away all the secrets. He gave you the answers too. So we gave you, but before we go too far, let's not go too deep. Let's take it slow. We don't have all night, but we want to make sure this is clear. We'll go back again. Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, this is a divine and national movement. This is a divine and national movement. Moorish divine national movement. It's not a sentence. Moorish divine national movement. So take the Moorish, put the Moorish there. We're going to go divine. So this is just perspective. Do with it what you will. Right? Do with it what you will. This is just perspective. Metaphysical meaning of one. Because divine. So we're going to look up everything metaphysical. Right? And then think now of think of 1 to 63 that you didn't look up metaphysical. Now you got to go back now. So if you listen to what Noble Drew Ali said, you look at it as divine, and then by the time you get to 64, you have this stuff figured out. Or at least closer on your way to having this stuff figured out. So Drew Ali said, everything I say is spirit. So more is better heed, right? That's metaphysical. So if everything he says is spirit, then you should probably be looking at things spiritual instead of unabridged dictionaries and all that. Not that that's not needed or not that it can't be used. But again, this is perspective. We're the high road Moors. We already went through the ringer and came out the other side. We already know what's up. So this is perspective. And then if you're on the right path, then this perspective is actually going to jump you few stages past others who they're still trying to figure this stuff out. Metaphysical meaning of one life, and one intelligence. There is one spirit, one principle of life, love, intelligence, and goodness in, through, and over all, even God, the good omnipotent. One mind. There is but one mind. Every individual and the various phases of character that make that individual are but states of consciousness in the one mind. One presence and one power. God, Spirit, is the only presence in the universe, and this is the only power. He is in, through, and around all creation as its life and sustaining power. One spirit mind. God is the one spirit mind in which all ideas of life, love, substance, intelligence, and power originate. That's just one. Right? And then you check 6. What metaphysical is 6, right? Because 64, right? Then you check 4, and then 4. So 64. Give the 5 names that are given to the descendants of Adam and Eve: Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and beast. So before you start getting into, you're going to speculate on stuff like that. You're just going to go check so you know what's going on here. So metaphysical meaning of Adam. The first movement of mind in its contact with life and substance. Adam also represents the generic man, or the whole human race, epitomized in an individual man idea. Eve is the feminine aspect of generic man, outwardly manifest. Male and female created he them. If the ego or will, which is man, has adhered to wisdom faithfully and has carried out its work, the plans that are idealized in wisdom, it has created a harmonious consciousness. Adam in the Garden of Eden is symbolical of that consciousness. Adam, in its original creation, was in spiritual illumination. Spirit breathed into him continually the necessary inspiration and knowledge to give him a superior understanding. But he began eating or appropriating ideas of 2 powers, God and not God, good and evil. The result, so the allegory relates, was that he fell away from spiritual life and all that it involves. He fell away from spiritual life. That's Adam. And then when you fall away from spiritual life, you keep falling from spiritual life, then yeah, you're going to be Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and beast. And keep in mind, remember, this is the descendants of Adam and Eve. Lucifer, Satan, level, and then Adam is consciousness. And it go in the opposite direction. It's there. It's all there. But again, you're looking at it divine. Not looking at it how everybody else see, and then him and Eve are walking through the garden, and then he picks the apple, and what are you talking about? That's kindergarten. That's the picture book. That's not how the stuff's really going on. That's the picture book for the children. Right? Adam in his original creation was in spiritual illumination. But he fell away from spiritual life. And what did that do to him? And then look at the condition of the people. And see how far removed from spiritual life they are. Like Eve. Love or feeling in individual consciousness. The I am, wisdom, puts feeling into what it thinks. And so Eve becomes the mother of all living. Feeling is a spirit which quickens. Woman symbolizes the soul region of man and is the mother principle of God in expression. Back of the woman feeling is the pure life essence of God. Adam and Eve represent the I am, identified in life substance. They are the primal elemental forces of being itself. Eve is very closely identified as elementary life with absolute life, God. Right? Elementary. The verb ho, to be being, luminous, absolute life, whose forms the basis of the name Eho, Jehovah, is the basis also of Eve. However, due to a slight change in characters and a hardening of the vowels, it no longer represents absolute life, but the struggle of elementary existence. This is the struggle of the soul to regain its perfect state of existence of absolute God. Oh, so that means Eve's not there then. Eve fell too. If you're trying to regain, then Eve is, so the descendants. So because of the fall, that's why the descendants are devil and all that. Satan, oh my God. And then you're. Now let's consider this. Add this to the equation. Add this in. Now, who is Eve? And why is she presented in Genesis as the first female character? Please remember, Eve is only the first female character presented in the book of Genesis. She is not presented as the first woman in all the world. The only woman in all the world could have been presented as that because in a couple of chapters, we're going to find one of her sons going somewhere else and picking out a wife. The writer of Genesis doesn't mean these are the only two people in the world. He simply means these are the first two people we're talking about, we're dealing with. There's no justification for believing that these were the only two people, or that the writer of Genesis means that these are the only two people in the world. There are only the two people that the book talks about first, just like the creation we talked about doesn't mean the original. Initial nothingness becoming somethingness. Creation had been going on when the winter turned into the beginnings, his creation allegory only with the aspect of creation which led to us, not being total being, but us. Creativity in its branch of beings, which we call the human family. This is the planetary system, which is the solar system. And then they go into what we just read. And all you're doing this for is so that you could see it from the divine first and take this approach with everything. Everything you're looking at, the divine first. Remember the descendants, right? So these are the ones that after the fall of Adam and Eve, this is what we got to deal with now. Right? Metaphysical meaning of Satan. The deceiving phase of mind and man that has fixed ideas in opposition to truth. Adversary, liar in the wait, accuser, opposer, hater, and enemy. Satan assumes various forms in man's consciousness, among which may be mentioned egotism, a puffing up of the personality. That's the look at me people. Dress up like Noble Drew Ali and know who Noble Drew Ali is, but call you black still. Right? And the opposite of this, self-deprecation, which admits the accuser into consciousness. This accuser makes man believe that he is inherently evil. Satan is the devil, a state of mind formed by man's personal ideas of his power and completeness and sufficiency apart from God. Besides, at times, puffing up the personality, this satanic thought often turns about and after having tempted one to do evil, discourages the soul by accusing it of sin. Summed up, it is the state of mind in man that believes in his own sufficient independent of its creative source. Like a goof. Like a big dummy. How you figure you're so important? Of course, these are the people. As you fell, and you have to rise again. Metaphysical meaning of Lucifer, when it goes to Daystar. The text in Isaiah, O Daystar, son of the morning, signifies man's uplifting of the ruling ego of the sense consciousness, represented here by the king of Babylon, and attributing to the outer sense man those qualities of light, understanding, and greatness that belong to God only. This is adverse, of course, and it comes under the satanic phase of thought in the individual. It must be overthrown, cast down, and out of consciousness. Metaphysically interpreted, therefore, this text in Isaiah does refer to Satan, to his self-exaltation and downfall. In Peter 2, Daystar is symbolical of the Christ light springing up in individual consciousness. The Christ mind is the true source of understanding, power, all good. Glory should be attributed to God only. So everything that was presented, was for you to take it further. Because 101 is also, this is you and Noble Drew Ali one-on-one. And he has the question and the answer. and he put that on the table, you could probably put something on the table. I'm sure you've done some research or something like that, that you could put something on the table. This is what I studied. That's what I found out. And so when you look up metaphysical meaning of dragon, and then you could just scroll forever, and everybody has something. Everybody has something, right? In spirituality, dragons aren't fanciful creatures. The spiritual meaning of dragon means deep wisdom, strength, transformative powers, reflecting some kind of power. Earth dragon, help you unlock wisdom from generations. Dragon represents strength, transformation, wisdom, mystery, offering guidance. Dragons are cosmic powers. Tapping into the energies awakens something inside you. Often coined awakening your inner dragon. Dragon symbolism in folklore. Dragon spirit animals. That's just dragon. And you'll do all your research and you'll bump into something that's worthy to you to take and use and further your expansion. Just because you're on the path. And so the one-on-one with you and Noble Drew Ali, the one-on-one questionnaire, you need to read those and look at everything from every aspect. So you check the metaphysical, that didn't work, then go check law and see if something pops up there. If that doesn't work, then go check history, see if something pops up there. Something's gonna come up. Guarantee you keep checking his stuff and look at it from these different perspectives when you do your research, and something is going to present itself to prove to you that Noble Drew Ali knew exactly what he was talking about. He knew exactly. Right. Oh, look, right? And then you go to Chinese astrology, and they're talking about dragons. And then why wouldn't you? Because, didn't Drew Ali say we honor all prophets and all that stuff? Prophets from different places, weren't they? Oh. He wasn't playing around when he said he took away all the secrets. He meant that. He really meant that. So once you stick to looking at this as divine first, with anything that you're doing, stub your toe, look at it as divine. There's a deeper meaning behind this happening. Always go divine first. It's not going to steer you wrong. You go divine first. That's the mistake that people go. They jump into the national without, it's like you didn't do your detox. You didn't do your exorcism. You didn't get the demons out. When you realize that, you start putting so-called before you say black all the time, That's when you realize that you're on the way. You start correcting yourself. Anytime you say something warped. Oh yeah, no, not kids. I mean, offspring, heirs. When you start correcting, then you're on your way. Because that means it's registering deeper than just in your mind. Because all this studying and all that stuff, you're researching and figuring that you're creating new neural pathways. Because you're expanding. It's like when you accept that they lied to you. As soon as you accept it, then the floodgates open. But people don't want the accountability. They don't want to be the one that has to hold that because they let the floodgates open. People weren't ready and all that stuff, and they didn't have their ark built. Noble Drew Ali's the man. Just know that. Supreme honors to Noble Drew Ali. Supreme honors to Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Happy Holy Day. Honors to all Moors worldwide. Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Happy Holy Day once again to all the Moors, wherever you are. Honors. Islam, Moors.